Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Settle Down. I bet you would never see me again. Yes, I skipped a week. Yeah, we took a week off of YouTube. I would say I slacked, okay, but hear me out. Cue the excuses. Really, honestly, I have no excuse for missing a week. I just missed a week. I'm a busy girl, and but yeah, I'm really not going anywhere. So, there are people that do this, do what I do, and they skip months, whatever, you know. But whatever. It's not like I'm a big performer letting down, like that whole Morgan Wallen situation where people flew across the country for him and he canceled his show. So, I mean, it really could be that bad, but it isn't. So, we're good. We're good. I've been indulging, like when I was gone, we have had baby showers, birthday parties, um, whitewater rafting. I went to a rave, played some volleyball games, and lots of schoolwork and regular work. So I would say I am doing really good at work life balance for sure, but still feeling a little burnout, but it's okay. It's okay because we rise, baby, we rise. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. Not going anywhere. Don't worry. I still really missed doing this. I love doing this, and here we are. We're not giving up. What is that all about? I'm just sitting and talking to you, and I'm talking about myself. I don't think that I would ever get sick of that. So, anyways, the last time we spoke, I did come at you guys with a purchase that I made, which is the stripper pole. Guys, I didn't think that this would be such a fun thing in my life. And I didn't know how it would work out, to be completely honest with you. I didn't know if I could get my body up on that thing, but I surprised myself. And I'll put in some clips as I'm talking about this. But guys, I'm absolutely flying on this pole. I haven't taken any pole dancing classes. I'll just watch videos of people and seeing what they're doing and get the form down a little bit. But other than that, I'm freestyling on that thing and I almost fly myself off the pole every time. The dizziness is something that I really don't quite understand. I don't think that you can get away from the dizziness. Like, I'll spin around a few times on that thing. I'll do a move or two, and then I'll be done for the day. Like, I'll be feeling sick. The first day I had it, I felt so queasy all day, and I was like, oh my God, like, is this how I'm going to feel every time? But you kind of get used to it. But I don't know. All I'm saying is that I really impressed myself, and I definitely want to go to like a few pole dancing classes just to like get the form down so I make sure I don't break myself, you know? But yeah, it's been really fun. And it's in the center of my room. So there's no excuses. Like, once I get some classes down or something like that, it's over. And I've already feel so strong just by doing it because you're literally just playing around with your body weight. And no, I don't even really weigh that much, but still, like, it's a lot when you think about it. And you're really engaging the core and the upper body, which, you know, it's honestly benefiting me. It's benefiting me. It's fun. You put some cool lights on, you blast music, and you just spin around on that thing, and it's a great time. I could spend a long time talking about that, but it's really fun. I'm staring at it as I'm talking about it, so I'm sorry if I'm looking away. But anywho, let's see what else happened this week. I kind of went over a lot of what I did already, kind of just word vomited out there, but I got a nail in my tire, but I patched that baby up real fast because no. But yeah, other than that, I've just been staying busy, staying productive, doing the regular responsibilities that I do. And like I said, I've been balancing work and my outside life of work very well. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. So that's good. Definitely been locking in on school. Summer classes almost done. Exam week next week. We're locking in once again, and then I'll have a little break before fall. I started thinking about like maybe I shouldn't do summer classes next year. But then again, I'm like, what else am I going to do with my time? Like if I don't have like do homework on my like to-do list, I'm going to actually think I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to think I'm wasting my time. Um, we're fitting rest in there somewhere. We're resting, I guess. But no, we're making memories, we're creating our story, and doing the thing, whatever. But that's what success looks like. Ordinary days. That's what success looks like, and that's what we're getting at. And I almost feel successful already because where I'm at in life is something I dreamed of as a child. The things that I have, the things that I was able to get myself, and the hobbies that I'm indulging in, I dreamed of as a child. The independence that I have, I don't know. I think little me would be proud of me right now. And I just have to sit there and tell myself that sometimes just to calm down my soul, because if I spend my whole life no like just like thinking about where I could be, we're never going to be satisfied with where we're at now, and we're never going to enjoy the moment. So I'm really just trying to think of what my little girl self would think of me now. She'd be proud. She'd have a blast, honestly. I wish I could invite her over, but anyways, I wanted to talk about how this conclusion I came to. And you would think that I would have came to this conclusion sooner, but it's actually been pretty recently that I am a hobbyist. And I don't even know like the exact professional definition of that, but I have a lot of hobbies, a ton of hobbies. Okay. I tried to make a list earlier and it's right here. There's so many on there. I know I'm missing some. After I got sober, which I'm 2 years and 4 months sober from alcohol, I feel like once I got sober, like I became a hobbyist right then and there. Because then I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? First step, get a job. Okay. Get a job and stick with it. And then second, what do I do? Got myself back into school. And then the hobbies just kept flowing in. The biggest thing when you get sober, keep yourself busy, not distracted, okay? There's a difference. But keep yourself busy. Okay? And I really do think that I became a hobbyist when I got sober because I was just looking for other things to do. I mean, I lost all of my friends, okay? Friends, I say friends, okay? I lost that party life environment, group of people, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, now that I'm not going to be hitting them up every weekend and, none of them hit me up when I was gone for a month and a half, what do I do? What do I do? I'm going crazy. So yeah, the hobbies kept flowing in. I go all out in my hobbies. I invest time, energy, and money into my hobbies. I wouldn't say like the most expensive thing for each hobby, but I definitely want the best when I'm indulging in a hobby. I want to give you my list of hobbies that I have since I've gotten sober, which honestly, some of these things I really enjoyed to do before I started using alcohol very aggressively. Anywho, journaling, duh. And I'm not even going to go into that because I probably have like 3 videos up on my YouTube channel talking about journaling and whew, absolutely glazing the journal practice. And I wouldn't even say that's a hobby. It's literally just like a lifestyle for me. It's something that absolutely keeps me sane. Journaling. Okay. Watercoloring, I love it. I find it hard sometimes to find time to watercolor because you do have a bunch of materials that you have to keep with you and you need a calm, peaceful environment. So, and with that comes, I don't even know where I'm going with that. Watercoloring, love it. Regular coloring. I have alcohol based markers in like the coloring books with like the thick lines because nobody wants to color with those thin little lines and there's so many things you have to color. No, alcohol based markers and thick lines to color. Obsessed. Music, you throw some music on? Yes. Mind you, all of these hobbies in rotation here. Okay, because I haven't colored a full coloring page in months, but this is in rotation. Because who knows, next week I might really be into coloring and that might be all I want to do. You know what I mean? Anywho, I made my own leather covered journals for a minute. That lasted like a week, but I would go and buy the leather. Did the whole what is it, garnet situation. You just like hammer a hole into it, put Whatever. I made leather cover journals for a second. And then volleyball. Okay, volleyball. I played volleyball for 15 years straight, year round, club, school. Oh no, school season's a club, clinics. When I'm not doing any clinics, pick up volleyball, open gym. Started playing volleyball when I was 8 years old. It is like muscle memory because, when I went down that slippery slope of alcoholism, okay, I forgot about volleyball. I forgot about everything. And then I got sober. I got put back on a court. The first time I played volleyball in, oh my gosh, I think it was like 7 years, to be completely honest with you. Like, because after I graduated high school, I didn't even think about volleyball. Like, I was like, oh my God, it's over. But it's not. It's not. We picked it back up. It was like, honestly, shut up, 6 or 7 years of me not playing volleyball. And then I jumped right into it at an open gym. And it was like 3.5 hours of volleyball straight. And then I joined the league, like a co-ed adult league, whatever, volleyball. I don't know if I would even call it a hobby. It's just a part of me, honestly. Volleyball's in my blood. I love it so much. Reading is also definitely a hobby, honestly. I love to read, and I miss reading. I'm just in the biggest slump of my entire life right now, and that's okay. I read like 20 something books last year, so that was amazing. I did have a goal of reading 40 books this year, but I'm on pace to read like 10 books a month, and no, that's just not happening. Another weird hobby I had or still have in me that I would still do is literally researching any topic and then like writing about it. Like I would go on Pinterest, okay? I don't know what you call this. I don't know what you call this. I would go on Pinterest, I would find like an aesthetic picture or whatever, and then I would like look up what the picture could symbolize possibly. I would connect it to my life, and then I would research it, and I would figure out what that has to do with like I literally don't even know. I would just research something that I see and I would write about it. Tap into my own. I don't know. This is why I am getting my PhD in clinical psychology because I don't know. These things have to go somewhere. Streaming and gaming, love them both. You get me and Roman on a video game in a webcam, it's over. In gaming, let me just tell you, Black Ops 6 is where it like started for me. I think like with consistent gaming, Minecraft obviously will be like the most nostalgic thing in the entire world. Minecraft, 100%. But like Black Ops 6, I was so obsessed with Black Ops 6 and COD Mobile. I would get my iPad and I would connect my controller wirelessly to my iPad and play COD Mobile and absolutely destroy people. And then I got my PC. I've had this PC for like years, but that's when I got Steam, and then you get all these indie games, and then you get all the horror games. And yeah, I just absolutely love like video games in general. I haven't tapped into a video game in a while. But anywho, paddleboarding, hiking, anything outside, anything near a body of water, I absolutely love. In my days of drinking, okay, it was fun. I'm not even gonna lie because the people I was around were so fun. And we didn't care about anything in the entire world as long as we had our cases of beer and like a huge speaker, like in a few other things, we would be fine. We would be set. We trespassed one time, went cliff jumping. Okay. Like stuff like that. Like right now, I don't know. I would still cliff jump, but it's just like, where do you find people like that who don't want to get absolutely messed up? I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I love to be on a body of water, and I love to hike. And I don't even know if that's a hobby, but whatever. And obviously the most recent one I'm getting into is pole dancing, which is another active hobby. I think active hobbies are very important. Go and move your body, okay? Go and move your body. And I'm looking at the pole right now and I'm just like, what new move can I learn today? Because the way I was so sore, okay, 2 days after this pole, sore, black and blue on my, like, it beats you up. It beats you up, but I feel strong. So, love an active hobby. Your life should not be completely centered around one thing. I just gave you a whole list of hobbies that I do in rotation Your life shouldn't be centered around just work, or your life should not be centered around just your school slash education, or your life should not just be centered around your partner. If your life is centered around your partner and, you live your life just for that one and only person, hello, where's your personality? You have to, hobbies create a sense of personality, identity, authenticity, because that is your hobby. And you can also create and find communities with people that share the same thing, and you can create friends and like lifelong friends through hobbies. And yeah, I just don't think it's very smart to be centering your life around one thing and living to do that one thing. There's a lot of opportunities and doors that can open for you when you indulge in different hobbies. And you can find a lot of peace in doing those analog hobbies when you're just like alone in peace and you're writing in your journal or you're coloring with music on. Relax your nervous system sometimes. You can even make money off of certain hobbies. So all I'm saying is that hobbies are extremely important. Hobbies keep me sober. They 100% do, because I'm staying busy. They tell you that when you're getting sober, you need to stay busy. A lot of people come to me and they're like, how do you stay sober? Like, how do you not want to have a drink or take a shot or pregame for anything that you do? I went to a rave recently, and obviously sober as a duck, people are asking me, how do I stay sober? How do I not want to drink before or during I'm doing anything? And I'm just like, I don't know. I keep myself busy. It's really hard to explain because I have so much, like, a lot of sober time, I would say, and it just gets easier over time, but it also is who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who just like who are the people that want to pregame for everything and drink during everything, that you're going to feel like a little bit of obligation to do so. And for me, it was very easy for me because I dropped everybody that I only had drinking in common with. That helped a lot. And I became a very independent person. Yes, it feels lonely. Sobriety feels lonely, especially when you are in a town slash are surrounded by people drinking for everything. It feels lonely because no one is willing to experience that with you, and no one's going to actually know how you feel. No one's going to actually know the gravity of your own personal experience with that substance. You feel me? It feels lonely, but you learn a sense of independence, and honestly, it builds confidence. So does hobbies. Hobbies build confidence too. You create your own authenticity and your own personality through your own skills and your own hobbies that you create for yourself, and the right people will come. You will build the right community when you are indulging in something that you enjoy. And if you are indulging in something where if you want to stop drinking and you are just putting yourself around a bunch of people that drink for everything, you know what I mean? Make it make sense. But I'm just saying, drinking and partying truly was my only hobby, and I lost myself. I lost my spark, whatever. And I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked, what I enjoyed, what I hated. I just wanted to party and I just wanted to drink. And people like, what do you do? What do you do outside of work? If you asked me that while I was in my drinking situation, I would have been like, I don't know. I like to go and grab a beer at my local dive bar. What? You sound like a bum. Like, truly, like, what do you do on the weekend? I go out to this bar every single weekend. Hello? Do you have anything else with substance to you? I didn't. I didn't. Honestly. Like, I wish I could have said, like, oh, I had all these hobbies. Like, oh, I'd love to do this, or oh, I'm on a volleyball team. That would have been so cool to say. But no, I'm sitting here. I hit up my local dive bar. I'll get off my serving shift and go and spend all the tips that I made that day on shots for everybody, especially if I did well in tips that day. Shots on me. Gross. Let's grow up, realize that there's so many more things in life to learn and whatever. And I'm not getting at anybody. I'm just saying I'm allowed to say this because that's who I was. I'm only beating myself up right now. I am not hating on anybody who loves to go to your local dive bar, just trying to set that straight. I'm just saying that's who I was, and I'm comparing who I was to who I am now as far as hobbies, and how hobbies make me feel smarter, stronger, more confident, more like I have more substance to me. Like I can speak about a lot of different topics because I allowed myself to learn about a lot more in life than just drinking my life away. Anyways, I also think that like hobbies are attractive to have. Hobbies are attractive to have because, oh, you actually have a life outside of what you like work. You actually have a life outside of this, whatever, you know? Hobbies are important. And people ask me all the time how I stay sober, and that is exactly what I do. I kind of want to dip my feet into everything, you know? And it's fun. It's really fun, and it pushes yourself and it challenges yourself. And that's it. That's all you need. And that's really all I had today too for this video. Again, I apologize for not showing up and showing out last week. So, but it's okay. If you made it this far, make sure that you are subscribed. It lets me know that I'm reaching somebody. But I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you guys next week in the next video.